back. You're watching Overdrive. Now, it's known for its people carriers, but Force Motors decided to make a big splash when it launched its SUV Force One. They brought on the Big V as the brand ambassador, and so we decided to send Sirishat to catch up with Prasanth Firodia, the managing director of the company, to find out what's behind the company's SUV plan.
In the metal, the Force One is imposing and the stance is hulking. All the traditional SUV cues are there. Flared wheel arches, lot of suspension travel, high ground clearance and tons of metal. However, even though I have a personal preference for SUVs, to my eye, the Force One looks a bit dated. Force Motors have given it new projector style headlamps with integrated daytime running LEDs and a new chrome grille. But the basic styling remains true and unchanged from the Chinese SUV, the Guangdong 4-Day Explorer 3.
It's a logical evolution for us from the Trax, which was purely a utility-based product, moving into the next segment, which is the personalized vehicle segment. It took time, but we wanted to put in a package which, in our understanding, would fit within or given the current competitive situation. So it took time, but nonetheless, we are here now with the first offering in our personal vehicle segment, the Force One.
Why an SUV and not a car?
For us, as I mentioned, having been into a commercial vehicle play and into a utility vehicle play, the migration into a personal vehicle with an SUV was very natural for us, as compared to a completely different shift getting into a passenger car segment. So that's how we see it.
To save on the cost for setting up a huge press shop for what will be a low volume product, Force Motors buys the panels pre-stamped from China. They point out that it's like buying steel, which every automobile company does, but in finished form. Which is true, but that also means Force Motors have bought a ready-made platform and deftly sidestepped the fundamental design and engineering steps, which also cost a lot of money. Now, there's been a lot of talk about the panels coming from China. What is Indian and what is coming from abroad?
To start with, close to about 80% of the vehicle is locally built in India. The only element that we are importing is the sheet metal panels. Now, this is getting imported from China, from a supplier who's purely stamping the panels, whereas the complete body is getting welded at our facility in Pithampur over here. All the other key elements on the vehicle, be it the drive line, be it the axle, be it the gearbox, be it the chassis, be it the lighting technology across the vehicle platform, the steering, everything is localized with reputed Indian suppliers.
The interiors of the Force One are old school in design but swathed in beige hues, and with leather seats, they seem up to the task. Equipment levels include a 2-din JVC stereo with Bluetooth and steering wheel mounted audio controls and cruise control. No airbags or ABS for now. As you'd expect, the engine is the highlight of the Force One. It is a Mercedes-derived 2.2-litre common rail diesel engine which makes 141 PS of power and 321 Newton-meters of torque. The suspension has been tuned by acclaimed chassis gurus Lotus Engineering in the UK, and they have done a very good job, especially on the ride quality front. The Force One rides extremely well, and it could possibly be the best riding SUV in its segment. The handling, though, is nothing to write home about, but within the limitations of a ladder frame chassis, the handling is quite safe and secure. How much investment has gone into the whole project?
We've invested close to about 300 odd crores on the Force One alone, which included the creation of setting up of the complete new Mercedes engine line, the complete new body shop, the complete new painting facility, this hall where we are assembling the vehicle, and all the other peripherals.
Eventually, the success of the Force One will depend on its pricing. And at 10.5 lakhs, I'm afraid Force Motors have left themselves with a lot to do, especially since there's a new Safari on its way, the Scorpio will be updated and facelifted very soon, and there will also be the Renault Duster. This segment is going to see a lot of competition, and Force Motors have the work cut out.